You may have a few tools that make you feel like you're a mechanic, but unfortunately, I don't want to pop your bubble, but without these tools I'm about to show you, your garage probably isn't complete yet. So stay tuned with me. We're gonna go through this really quickly. I don't mean to hold you here, and I'm gonna try to link all of these tools down below in the comment section for y'all, man, just so y'all can go grab them easily. Quick disclaimer, I do get a little bit of commission, so click my link down below if you need some of these tools. I'll be linking them down there for you. God is everything. Without God, I'm nothing. All right, guys, so the very first tool is gonna be the smallest tool. This little pick right here. I don't know about y'all, but it took me years to grab some of these little picks. And let me just make sure that it focuses on it, and it doesn't want to focus on it. But anyway, you can get these in a pack, and these little picks will, man, they save your life. They have saved my life multiple times. Sometimes you have to pull the little tabs, take this little pick, stick the pick in there, pull your plugs off. This thing is something that you really want to grab, and you won't know that you didn't need it until you didn't have it, and then you got it, and then y'all know what I'm saying. So this is my #1 first tool right here that I didn't know I needed it until I had it. So my second suggestion, and we're gonna go from simple to complex. If you don't have you a set of different kind of lights, this one is an Amazon special, $12 or $13, magneted on the bottom, has different ways to hit the light. This one, it goes over your head, so when you're up under the car, you got a light. You even got a directional light, I mean high, low, but this thing is one of my top used tools. And as y'all can see, this one is on this last leg, because y'all can see some of the LEDs don't work. I use it that much. So lights is definitely something you got to go get. Different kind of lights, magnetic lights. You want some that are magnetized up under the car, to the hood, different places, just so you don't have to worry about a light. Next up, guys, if you don't have yourself a good set of jack stands, and I know guys say, oh, I got jack stands, but do you have a good set? This is what I mean when I say a good set. Now, honestly, these won't work in every situation because they're so big. But if you're working on a taller truck, an SUV or something like that, this is what you want to hold that big heavy vehicle up. And I like for all of mine to have this safety on it. So how this safety works is it fills the void, right? So when you have a jack stand, it has this hole in it, and they basically, that piece of metal locks in with that piece of metal. But this is just an extra securement that says if that piece fails, this piece is your secondary. This piece will be the piece that will save your life. So if I was y'all, I would start buying jack stands with safety on them. Yes, I do have a smaller jack stand that'll work for your cars that have a safety on it. So y'all better go get you a better set, man. I gotta be honest, this is probably my #1 tool, which probably gonna tell you why it looks like it looks. This is a moving head, bendable head ratchet. This thing here is a knockoff of the snap-on tool. Snap-on had one like this. I worked down at the shop with my cousin, and he had a snap-on. And before that, I had never seen a ratchet that the head bent. But I noticed, I'm like, man, he carried that thing with him everywhere, man. I'm like, that thing can't be that cool. He finally put it in my hands one day. And it was like, even in your little tight areas where you have to really get down in there, or if you need a slight angle on it to get to something, this thing is awesome. I have this in a long, I have it in the 3/8, I have it in a short 3/8, I have it in a 1/2 inch, a longer 1/2 inch. This thing here gets used, man. I got this from Harbor Freight, and yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. Go check you one of these out, man. Trust me on that. Now I know a lot of you guys have your impacts, and you have your big air impacts and your big Milwaukees and stuff like that, and we're gonna talk about that later. But I have been in situations where that Milwaukee did not save me, and you know what I had to do? Pull out the old breaker bar. This is a breaker bar. It does not have gears or anything inside of it. It is just a straight 1/2 inch drive bolted to this piece of metal. No gears, no nothing, just straight horsepower. Getting it. This thing has saved me when my Milwaukee could not get the job done. Now it's been rare, but just a good tool. I'm telling you, get you a breaker bar. I only have one in a 1/2 inch size because I'm just thinking if I ever need it, it's gonna be a 1/2 inch situation. But that could be wrong. You could get your, 3/8, whatever. But yeah, so breaker bar. All right, let's change speeds for a second right here, man. If you're getting any value out of this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're not sure, go check out some more of my videos, man. I feel like I make decent videos. I don't feel like I'm, you know, the big dog right now, but my time is coming. But yeah, go check out some more of my videos if you're unsure. And if you feel like this is a home for you, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share it with one of your buddies who you say, man, this guy here, he all right. I think you should subscribe to him too. Appreciate that in advance. One more really quick interruption. I do want to show you guys what I have. And if you're looking at it on YouTube, you can see right down below this merch. So this is my fairly new Fox body hoodie. It says PullsTv on the front. That's all that's on the front. And on the back, it has a Fox body on the back. So for my guys who really enjoy Fox bodies and who is really counting on this Fox body content to be off the chain, this is your way to support the channel and just say, hey brother, I'm behind you. Let's get it done. I also have other merch. I have a hoodie and a shirt with Iron Man on it. I have another one with my Challenger on it. As you can see the Challenger right there a little bit. But yeah, I have another one with my Challenger on it. And a lot more merch is coming out. I have hats, I have beanies and different things, man. Go check them out. And if you feel the need to get one, get one. Support the channel. Anyway, back to the video. My very next tool is these. These are, and they are on a socket. So I know a lot of you guys probably have the hex bits, but these are on a socket. Get you some on a socket, man. They will really change the game for you. I needed some when I was putting those roller rockers on my C10. They're not something that I use all the time, but when I need them, and there's no way around them. So these come from Harbor Freight also. I get a lot of stuff from Harbor Freight. I need to reach out to Harbor Freight for affiliate program. But anyway, I get these from Harbor Freight. And when I had to lock down those, if you know anything about roller rockers and you know, you got your nut and then you got the locking piece in there, I had to have these to really lock those things down because they kept coming loose. So yeah, go get you some of these for a socket, trust me. Next up, guys, this is not this is not a regular ratchet. This is not a typical ratchet. This is what you call a Torx wrench. And what this does is there are certain things on your engine that have to be to a certain torque spec. Now, there are certain things that they tell you to torque it and you don't necessarily have to torque it. And there's a few things that I don't torque. I won't get into that on this video though, because I don't want to lead y'all the right way. If it said it need to be torqued, torque it. That's all I'm gonna say for y'all. But this thing is not something that you're gonna use every day unless you're just a full-time engine builder. But it is definitely something that you want in your toolbox, man. All of this stuff is not stuff that you're gonna use every time. Like, you know, but when you need it, you need it. So this is one of those things, and I have these in, this is a 1/2 inch, I have a 3/8, and I just like the variety. That's my doorbell picking me up, but don't worry about that, we good. Moving right along, let me grab what I got next. Moving right along, I got this one from Walmart. This is an Everstart brand, but I do have a Harbor Freight one and different ones, because I'm always killing the batteries on these things, and they so cheap. I'm gonna be honest, I just buy another one because Harbor Freight have them so cheap. I just buy another one. This one just so happened I needed one at that moment for, I can't remember exactly what I needed it for, but I needed it for something to test some voltage on the spot, and I didn't have mine. So cheap, I just went to Walmart and got another one. But anyway, this is a multimeter, and this thing, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm not the most fluent with one of these. But when I got a bad alternator or a bad battery, or I need to test voltage in something to make sure something is getting the correct voltage, I had to go to YouTube to figure out which setting I need to be on. But like I said, this thing has came in handy. It's not something that I use all the time, but it definitely has been a tool that I've had to have. I had to buy it multiple times. I've lost them, and I'm like, man, I got to get another one. I had to have it. When I needed it, I needed it. All right, let me grab my next tool. These are OBD2 scanners. Once again, like I said, everything I'm showing you, you're not going to use it every day. Probably other than that ratchet. The bendable head ratchet is probably one of the things you probably going to fall in love with like I did. but I feel like a lot of people still don't really use them like that, because I, you know, don't ever really see people use them. But anyway, so these are your two options. You have a simple $20 or you have a $200 and something one. If you're like me, you really don't need this one. I bought this one to try to see if I could reset, I don't know what you want to call this code, but it's a code that happens in like the 2014 to like 2017 Hondas that has something to do with the ABS or something. I bought this trying to see if I could, you know, turn that light off on my wife's car, but it couldn't do it. It would turn it off, but it would come back on. Definitely is a pretty powerful tool, and this one couldn't even do nothing with it. This one at least found the code, told me what it was, and this thing will tell you possible fixes and take you to Google and everything if you got Wi-Fi. So take your pick. OBD2 OBD2 scanner, take your pick. And last but certainly not, I can't talk, y'all. And last but certainly not least is one of the tools that I do not regret buying, and I would buy the entire lineup if I could. I have this one, and I want the smaller 3/8 and the smaller 1/2 inch, but man, this bad boy here, man, I don't have to turn. This thing has saved me from turning the air compressor on, unless I'm getting ready to paint a car, or unless I'm getting ready to do something with a sander or something like that. This thing, man, listen, they are expensive. Don't get me wrong. These Milwaukee, they are expensive, and you see, I took the precaution of protecting mine with a protector. But man, these Milwaukees, these things are beast. These things are beast. Go grab you a nice quality impact. Like I said, you will not want, you won't touch this thing every day. This thing here just sits in the box 89% of the time, until it's time for me to take a wheel off, or it's time for me to get some motor mounts off, or it's time for me to take head bolts out of an engine, or I won't say tighten down head bolts, but you know, snug them, and then I'll torque them. But you know, I'm not probably gonna use this one though. I got a smaller one. But go get you an battery power impact, and I would probably say get you an air power if you got an air compressor. But man, like I said, I wasn't here to hold y'all all day. Those are my recommendations for specialty tools, I guess, that you want to grab. You want to just have these tools, man, because when the time comes, you want to have them. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Go check out some of my other videos. And if you haven't seen my C10 that I just completely rebuilt the engine on it, it's a 350, and I don't want to toot my horn, but I think it's a pretty impressive build. I'll link you one of those videos over here.